back in Crane's Roost. Nobody around today. Usually, nice fountain. Yeah, usually whenever I come down here before sunup, I have to listen to all the birds screeching. But they're not around either. Wonder what the deal is. Too cold and windy. I don't know. Maybe they found a different place to hide. Wanted to talk today about something that I've thought long and hard about, which is monetizing my YouTube channel. You know, that's everybody's goal, of course. I had, you know, gotten some payments from YouTube long ago, you know, before they changed all their requirements about you have to have this many this and this many that. I mean, it's not a big deal to me because, you know, I'm here working at the post office. This is kind of something with this channel, trying to get it all set up and have it running good before I eventually move back to the Philippines someday, you know? And then, who knows, you know, maybe having some money come in from it. If I can grow it to some reasonable size, if I can get over there and do all the kind of stuff I really want to do with the channel, and a lot of the travel stuff and things like that I want to do, that open things up to a lot wider audience, you know, than just hanging out, chatting with all the other Philippine connected people that I know and stuff like that. So you have an interesting dilemma when you get to the point where you've got enough views and watch hours and subscribers and all of that that you can monetize. Do you go ahead and do that? For me, I kind of thought about not doing it just because I know how annoying it is to watch ads. I hate it. You know, which is why I have YouTube Premium. I don't watch ads. I hate that shit. Someone made the comment on my last video I did that it was unwatchable, you know, all the ads. And, you know, I hate that shit. You know, I feel bad about even having them in there because I know what an annoyance it is. I mean, I used to watch some of these guys over there in the Philippines, you know, like that Paul, Old Dog, New Tricks. Shit, I got to the point where I just couldn't even watch his videos because there's like a fucking ad every 2 seconds. And I hated it. And I was finally able to start watching some of these people again whenever I got YouTube Premium. Even still, sometimes, you know, we're sitting there on the couch at home and we end up watching stuff on my wife's YouTube. And I was like, oh yeah, ads. I forgot what that was like, you know. YouTube Premium is so worth the money. It actually makes YouTube watchable because I can't stand ads either. On the other hand, you know, then I got my wife's attitude, like, well, what's the point of spending your time doing this and putting all the time and effort into it and putting up content if you're not, you know, going to get monetized? And that's, you know, everybody else is doing it. Everybody else's videos have ads and stuff. Sometimes you'll find people that don't monetize their stuff and don't have ads in anything. It's hard for me to tell anymore, like I say, because I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads in anybody's stuff. But certainly there are people, especially if the YouTube is mainly a way to drive people to another business or something they have going on. And that's their primary goal in using it. And they're not necessarily, they're making money off of YouTube, but not from ad revenue and stuff like that. They're making money off of YouTube because it's driving people to some other business that they have set up. It's getting people to connect with them in their other endeavors and spend money there, you know? So doing YouTube and not having it monetized, it's just kind of like a free advertisement, you know, kind of a project. Instead of paying ads, you know, paying for ads somewhere, they have their own YouTube channel and get out there and get people to connect with it. And then that brings the business to their other ventures. You know, for me, ultimately the decision was just, you know, someday this will be something where maybe I want to make some money off of it. And especially if I get retired. Oh, little bats flying around here. Over there in the Philippines, have my have my pension, Social Security coming in. Maybe, who knows? like I said in my last video, who knows what's going to happen with any of this shit. Be nice to think you're going to have your pension and Social Security. Sorry, just watching the bats zipping around. Hopefully they're eating all the mosquitoes and stuff so they won't mess with me. So for me, it was just kind of a thing. Go ahead and monetize. And someday, when I'm over in the Philippines, that's going to maybe be something that I actually make a little bit of money off of, even if it's just, you know, I don't know, whatever. I don't even know. If it was a really, you know, if you get things growing to a certain point, you may make a couple $100 a month or something, whatever. You'd have to be pretty huge to make any real money off of it. And that's not my primary goal. I've always done like stuff, you know, writing, screenwriting, playing guitar, all this stuff. When I was a kid, you know, my younger years, you know, sitting around writing poetry and song lyrics and everything. So for me, a lot of it is just, I guess, that inner drive to express myself about things and maybe and connect with other people, you know. So that's a big part of it for me, and finding some creative outlet for things and just getting my opinion out there or whatever. It's not necessarily about making a huge amount of money. On the other hand, if someday it does have the opportunity to make money off of it, that's certainly not something I'll cry about. But yeah, that's just kind of the dilemma that you have. I thought about just not putting any ads in any of my shit, even though it was eligible to be monetized, just for the sake of not annoying people and maybe being able to grow the channel more. But sooner or later, I'm going to spring the ads on them. And so better to do it now, and, you know, as soon as you're eligible. And that way, the people who do connect and subscribe and start watching your stuff, it's not like you get them used to watching it without it and then spring it on them someday. So it's a, you know, 50-50 kind of thing, whether you should do it or not and what the effect's going to be. Everybody knows when they're watching fucking YouTube, though, that's what it is, ads. YouTube, whatever the rest of us are getting out of YouTube and what our goals are with it, YouTube's goal is to make money, you know, and that's how they make it. That's why they give us all this platform and a place to post this stuff and do all this, is because it's a revenue-making thing for them. So that's just part of the process. It's what you get. And certainly if you're expecting YouTube to do anything to promote your channel, you know, if you're just sitting around not monetizing anything or whatever, they have no reason to promote you or push your videos or anything, right? Like I say, if they're not making money off of it, it doesn't help them. That's why they, you know, put in all those requirements for how many subscribers you have to have and watch hours and all that, just because it's not worth their time to suggest your videos to people if they're not getting anything out of it. So you have to look at that angle too. You know, why are they going to push your videos or put them where people can see them if they're not monetized? Because that's where they're making their money, you know? So whatever, it's a catch-22. So I did it. Everybody else does it. I watched a video one time. I actually thought about making kind of like a sarcastic parody video of it. Some old guy over in the Philippines, I don't even remember who it was now, or if they're still around. And basically he was thanking people for watching his ads, you know. Oh, I made more money last month. You know, I appreciate you guys watching all my ads and stuff. There was this one girl I saw over there before, watched her channel a tiny bit way back when. Maljean something, I forget. She was involved with some Irish guy or something like that. But I saw a video she did one time going down to cash in her first earnings from her YouTube channel and thanking people for watching her ads and all of that. And you know, you do what you got to do, I guess. You know, these young girls sitting around in their bed with their, you know, cleavage showing, trying to beg you to watch their ads so they can get a little bit of money to buy rice or whatever, or build a little house. That's commerce. Anyways, that's my reasons for going ahead and doing it. I'm not making any money off of this, you know. I think I don't know, my wife was showing me yesterday something. I started monetizing this back in January, and I've made a grand total of like $47.10 or something like that as of last night. So, yeah. And I've probably lost viewers because of the ads and stuff, you know, so who knows. Whatever. I lose viewers anyways whenever I speak my mind about certain things that people don't like. Every once in a while, if I say something that's disparaging about some politician that somebody likes or whatever, or I don't share their view on the post office or whatever, you'll see a couple of subscribers disappear. Whatever. That's life. Life in the big city. Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there about my thought process as far as monetizing things. Not working today, so come down here and hang out at my old spot. I see one bird or something decided to finally join in with me. The little bats flying around. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'm going to. Actually, I'm going to have a wonderful year, I think. I can't tell you guys how relaxing it is. I'm going to be 62 years old this year. From a financial point of view, I'm not really comfortable with the idea of retiring yet. Especially, like I say, because you never know what's going to happen. At my age, you don't want to be retired and then find out you don't have money and try to find another job again when you've got a job like I do where you can basically just do whatever you want. Uh-oh, it looks like a future bride and groom are showing up here to have some pictures taken. Yeah. The girl does not look very happy because she's got this very bare back wedding gown or something on, and it's not warm out here with the wind blowing and in like 50 degrees or something. She looks like she's kind of cold. But I think it's going to be a good year. It's just so relaxing to know that as much as I hate getting old, to be at a point where basically end of this year, if I want to, collect my Social Security, my pension from the post office. I still got a couple little things I'd rather pay off before I retire, but whatever. It's just so liberating to know that if you want to, you can just say, screw it, I'm done. But I don't want to do that if I think I'm still going to need money, you know? I don't want to go and get another job somewhere. I mean, the post office can be annoying sometimes, but on the other hand, after having worked there for almost 27 years, I think how annoying it would be to put up with the shit you have to at other jobs too. If I go get a job at Barnes & Noble at the mall or something, make a couple grand a month. What, you're allowed to make like $23,200, I think, without screwing up your Social Security at all. But I kind of agree with my wife. There's no point in me retiring if we're not just going to move to the Philippines then after that's done. For me, of course, I can have a little different point of view because I can say, well, yeah, my wife, who's almost 30 years younger than me, she can keep working and I can be retired, you know. I'll say, hey, I'm contributing my like $4,000, $4,500 a month or whatever from my pension and Social Security, and you know, just chill, go hang out with her for lunch every day and things like that. But I would quickly get bored. But if we can eventually get out of here and move to the Philippines, I still got a couple things I need to finish up on my house over there too, though, so I'm not in a super hurry to retire. I'd like to do it, but like I say, I'm not going to do it if I think I still need a little more money or whatever. On the other hand, I don't know what's going to happen with the post office. Maybe I'll be given no choice. Maybe they'll offer some incredible incentive for some of us older guys to get out of there. I hope if they just decide to start laying people off and, you know, the Republicans get around to their long-held dream of privatizing the post office and selling off the profitable parts to their rich buddies and campaign donors who bought them their seats, that they'll get rid of all the new people, that the CCAs and stuff like that, instead of the long-term career people. But who knows, they might just decide to go ahead and make it a more hostile work environment too and start screwing with the older people and make them retire. I've seen that happen personally on individual basis before. Yeah, whatever. But if I need to, I'll just do it and be gone, you know? So that might happen, might not. But I've droned on long enough here. You can see our happy couple back there taking some pictures.